Welcome to the deep dive. We delve into sources to pull out the really key insights.
That's the idea.
And today, we're jumping into, well, the sometimes pretty intense world of social interaction and influence. Our source, the 48 Laws of Power. We're looking at how figures throughout history, navigated human nature.
Right, and specifically how they often used appearance strategically to gain influence. It's all about understanding those psychological triggers.
Yeah, it's like applied psychology, almost. So where do we start?
Let's kick off with Law 6, court attention at all cost. The basic idea, everything gets judged by how it looks. If you're not seen, you basically don't count. You have to stand out, be noticed.
At all costs sounds pretty extreme. Everything judged by appearance.
It is bold, yeah.
But then you think of someone like P.T. Barnum, right? The showman.
Oh, absolutely. Classic example.
He had that beggar, didn't he? Just walking around with bricks. Bizarre.
Totally bizarre. 5 bricks, walking a slow circuit around town.
And people talked. His circus was packed that night. So it wasn't the act itself.
No, not at all. It was the sheer manufactured buzz, the attention.
Okay, but is all attention good? Like, Barnum wanted everyone looking.
That's a great point, because it's not always about being loud. You have other figures who did the opposite. Think about con artists like Count Victor Lustig. He used mystery, made himself seem intriguing, hard to pin down, drew people in that way.
Ah, so not flashy, but still controlling attention.
Exactly. Or flip it again, people like Talleyrand or Haile Selassie. They use these very bland, unremarkable exteriors. Power hidden in plain sight, almost. So it's not just getting attention, it's about, directing it, drawing it close or pushing it away, depending on what you need. It's manipulating perception.
Controlling perception. Okay.
Oh.
What about deliberately seeming, less impressive?
Now you're on to Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker.
Right. Make your target feel smarter than you.
Precisely. Once they think they've got you figured out, that they're superior, their suspicion just evaporates.
Seems risky. Plain dumb.
It does, but look at Yellow Kid Weil, one of the great con artists. His diamond scam. He and his partner dress like clueless guys from the countryside. Ill-fitting clothes, acting amazed by the city.
So the sophisticated city investors felt?
Superior. Smarter. They let their guard down completely, poured millions into a fake mine because they felt they were outsmarting these simpletons.
Wow. So stroking someone's ego makes them vulnerable.
Deeply vulnerable. Appearing less threatening is a surprisingly powerful tool.
Okay, so you can play dumb. But then there's Law 34, which feels like the total opposite. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king.
Yes. Act like a king to be treated like one. It's about how your bearing, your self-presentation, shapes how others react to you.
How does that work in practice? Just acting the part.
Think about Christopher Columbus. His background was pretty humble, right? Son of a cheese vendor, basically a merchant sailor.
Not exactly royalty.
Not at all. But he had this incredible ability to charm nobles, to get funding for these, frankly, outrageous voyages. He did it by projecting this aura of confidence, like he was destined for greatness, completely out of sync with his actual status.
So he acted his way into getting the support.
You could say that. He carried himself like someone important, and people started treating him that way. Self-belief, creating reality almost.
Okay, one more. Law 13 feels really fundamental. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude.
Ah, yes. Cut straight to the chase. What's in it for them?
Don't remind them of old favors or expect them to be grateful.
Nope. According to this law, that rarely works as well as showing them a clear benefit for themselves. Find their self-interest and really emphasize that. There's that great example from ancient Greece with Athens. Corinth asked for help based on past loyalty. Remember what we did for you.
Okay.
But Corcyra, who was actually an old enemy, came along and said, ally with us and you gain a massive strategic advantage in the coming war.
And Athens chose.
Corcyra, because it served their immediate practical interests. Pragmatism trumped past loyalty or sentiment. It shows how often self-interest drives decisions.
So pulling this all together, what's the takeaway for us listening?
Well, these laws paint a picture of the social world as this kind of complex court. Everyone's maneuvering, consciously or not.
And you can't really opt out, can you? The book suggests powerlessness isn't a safe place to be.
Exactly. It argues you need to recognize these dynamics, see the unseen forces in interactions. It's about mastering appearance, understanding motivations.
It really highlights how much seems to hinge on perception, doesn't it?
It does. So the question becomes, what do you make of how these figures controlled perception? And maybe more fundamentally, what does it mean if so much of our interaction isn't about objective truth, but about what appears to be true?